Okay, I want to make a video talking about regulating your nervous system by taking the premise of meditation and accommodating for neurodivergent needs, especially when you're in a place where you don't have the mental capacity to meditate in a traditional sense, or even a guided meditation. When that's not working for you, here is a technique that I started doing that I have found really, it works pretty quickly. So basically what I do is I don't really set aside a separate time to meditate. Like, I just do everything slower. So when I notice that my nervous system is getting kind of like I'm overexerting myself, one of the first things I notice is it's really hard for me to catch my breath. Like, even right now, I think I'm talking a bit too quickly. I'm trying to get like the thoughts organized and get the words out. But there's no need. I need to like slow it down a little. Or if you're eating, chew really, really slowly, like laughably slow. When you're moving to pick something up, do it like way slower than you normally would. And you really don't need to do this very long. Just do it for like 30 seconds or like a minute. And you're kind of giving your body an opportunity for your breath to catch up by slowing everything else down, as opposed to trying to slow your breath down directly by like counting your breaths, for example. Like, I find that sometimes, like, when I'm in the middle of like a shutdown, it's really hard to count to 4 in your mind, count to 6, count to 8, to intentionally and like directly slow your breath down. Sometimes it's not very accessible because I think for especially for late diagnosed people, I think we've lived so much of our lives in our heads and like living intentionally that it can be really hard to get out of that, especially when you're in a shutdown or a meltdown and you don't have the mental capacity to do it any other way. You need something like much, much smaller. Like, no requirement of having to process anything. Sometimes I find that like when I am trying to count to 4 or like count to 6 on the intake or like on the exhale, it's almost like it's harder because I'm so focused on trying to get to 8 or trying to get to 6. And I know that that's not like the idea of it, but like, I don't know, telling an autistic person to just slow your breath down, that's like telling them to just stop being autistic. It's like, okay, thanks for the instruction. It's like it doesn't really translate. Like, it needs to be accommodated in a different way. I'm like already working myself up. Okay, let's slow it down. See, it's like it's hard to do, but like you just need a little bit of it. So if you find yourself, as I often do, kind of getting out of breath, running out of breath, or whatever it is that you notice for yourself when you're getting a bit overstimulated or overexerting yourself, just try slowing it down. Whatever it is that you're doing, it doesn't require you to plan anything. You don't have to set aside time from your day. Whatever it is that you need to do in your day that you already do, just do it slower. You know? And even if you just do it for like 30 seconds, I think you'll start to notice like there's a little bit less tension. there's a little bit more time for your breath to like catch up to what you're doing. So if that helps, try doing it, because I'm trying to do it, and yeah, I think it's really helpful. So